সোমনাথ ব্যানার্জিকে মঞ্চ সঞ্চালনের জন্য আমন্ত্রণ করব। উনি স্বামী কৃপানন্দ মহারাজকে স্টেজে আমন্ত্রিত করবেন।
Banglar Bhumiputru, Dr. Somnath Banerjee, please come on the stage.
নমস্কার, আমি ডক্টর সোমনাথ ব্যানার্জি, জয়েন্ট সেক্রেটারি ওয়েস্ট বেঙ্গল NMO। আমি এখন স্টেজে আহ্বান করব স্বামী কৃপাকানন্দ মহারাজকে। স্বামীজি, আপনি স্টেজে আছেন। স্বামী কৃপাকানন্দ মহারাজ NRS মেডিকেল কলেজ থেকে MBBS গ্র্যাজুয়েট। উনি এখন রামকৃষ্ণ মিশন হসপিটাল ইটানগরের সেক্রেটারির দায়িত্ব পালন করছেন। জগৎগুরু শ্রী আদি শঙ্করাচার্য গোবিন্দ ভগবত পদ উনার আশীর্বাদ নিয়ে আর উনাকে স্মরণ করে আমরা আজকে একটা ছোট সেশন চালু করছি। আমরা আমাদের शास्त्र लिखा है, हमारे शास्त्र में लिखा है कि ईश्वर प्राप्ति, परब्रह्म परमात्मा की प्राप्ति सदगुरु के माध्यम से ही होती है। तो आज एक छोटा सा गुरु शिष्य परंपरा पे एक वार्तालाप होगा। मैं एक छोटी सी बात कहना चाह रहा हूँ जगत गुरु आदि शंकराचार्य के गुरु अष्टकम से, मनश्चेन लग्नम गुरु रंधि पद में ततत किम ततत किम ततत किम ततत किम। इसका तात्पर्य है कि what is the yet if the mind is not fixed on the lotus feet of the guru, of what use? The guru only takes you to the right path, the Sadguru. So we should always fix our mind on the lotus feet of the guru. This is what our culture says us, or else we will be diverted in many other paths. We will go to self-destruction. So we will start today's session by chanting the first shloka from Isha Upanishad, Shukla Yajurved. Please hold your hands and believe and experience that Paramatma is everywhere, non-dual, infinite. The first slok from Isha Upanishad states about the infinite and the non-dual nature of Paramatma. This states that is Purna, this is Purna. If we take out something from Purna, Purna exists. If we add something to Purna, Purna only exists. So this is speaking about the infinite, Parabrahma Paramatma, the universal consciousness. The Jagat is also Purna, Paramatma is also Purna. If we combine both, Purna remains. If we remove both, Purna remains. So, I am handing over to Swami Kripakarananda Maharaj for his gracious talks of this session. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.
My namaskar to everybody. It's a wonderful occasion to speak amidst the scientific minds, amidst the mind which analyzes, with the minds which share their knowledge in a transmissible and objectifiable manner, with a topic which has been for ages, in the recent centuries, been kept at the bay, been given a second citizenship, been given a non-luminous hue. I should say with multifactorial deliberate intention. But somehow, again it is coming up. And we are now trying to explore the area of science of spirituality. The main reason is we have been striving very fast in the glory and galore of scientific dazzles. But we have been given a very big blow in very recent years. The whole world has suffered the blow. The blow was, as you all know, it's a viral disease. We know viral disease. We have been happy with many viral diseases. Because the disease will go, the doctors will treat, statistics will flow, that journal will publish. The legitimate, the lawmakers will protect us. Nothing problem. But when we found that one viral disease is killing us, everybody, without discrimination, anything and everything, we had to sit back. There was a setback in our thinking process. Rather, we have to edit our thinking process. That perhaps our comfortable zone of relaxation is not that comfortable. One small RNA virus, maybe recombinant, is killing us, everybody, every day. We have passed through. I was in Varanasi that time personally, and with myself having corona, I had to see at least 100 patients a day, every day. I know what is corona, what is fear, what is psychosis, fear psychosis, what completely nervous breakdown, what is suicide, what is mass killing in the name of corona. But the point is, we have actually come to a very different crossroad. What is that? Generally, we were taught to write essays in our schools that describe or write an essay on the conquer of science, the conquer of man over nature. We are so happy to write these things. We'll write few buildings, few innovations, few inventions, few atom bombs, few AC cars, so many things which is really serving people. And by that we wanted to prove that every invention has taken us to conquer the challenges of nature. The challenges of summer, there was AC. The challenge of winter, there was warmer. The challenge of transport, there was aircraft, vehicles. Almost all the challenges. Talking distance, telephone, telegraph, everything coming up one by one, faster and faster. And we are conquering. It's a very big topic to discuss, but I am telling one crux of the point. What we found in Corona, that the people of the lower economic status, the people of having always exposed to diseases in the roadside area, in Varanasi, I did not find much of the people of slums, they have ever known of Corona, they have ever worn any mask or sanitization. They even don't know the name of Corona. I was working in those villages. But I found, and the whole world found, and the whole world was standing up with salute, that the big guys, big shots, kings, secretaries, and all these judges, who had been using all the comforts of science, were the first victim of Corona. Simple reason, we were away from the immunity development. The street boys are full of antibodies of different diseases. I don't know how much. We don't study them. Even in malaria-stricken endemic area, I did not find malaria people there. But they are in the street full of mosquitoes. So they had full of antibodies, you can say generically, full of antibodies in their blood. But see, The people who actually went on taking, sterilized packet food, sterilized water, bottled water, everything canned, micro-ovened food, they were vulnerable because they did not develop the immunity. So actually, when you live with the nature, this body is a 2 lakh, 4 lakh, 40 lakh years old hard drive. You cannot change it. So the immunogenicity, the immunological work, things to happen, you have to expose it. So in the process of conquering nature, we were actually killing ourselves. Why? Because we did not understand nature. How? Because the body is a product of nature. It cannot be manipulated like that. It was a proof. So there are a lot of like these things. If you go to our Vedas, Rig Vedas, many places, you will find always there was nature and nature and nature. Today's theme also was, I was saying the Rangoli is the nature. Now what is nature? It's a big issue, but I will, as he was telling, to speak on Gurukula Parampara. This is another vast topic. It is not only teaching. We know, starting from the mobile addiction, starting from the hankering for money, starting from the small sectarian ideas, the quarrels, the castes fight and everything, which fights against the universality. The Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam is because of wrong parentship and wrong teaching method. We are still colonized and we are still following the teaching method. I was telling one day, when you take an exam of 4 lakh boys and girls and you take only 10 boys or 50 boys or 200 boys, you see, you are depriving 3 lakhs or 30 lakhs boys. So the whole system of education is an exclusivist system. It's not an inclusivist system. We don't encourage. We more discourage than encourage. How we got this system? Colonization. Hangover of the colonial mentality. I was listening to the other Kalazar thing. One thing was repeatedly cropping up, the Nobel Prize, Nobel Prize, Nobel Prize. We know what the Nobel Prize is now. The halo of Nobel Prize has been created by them. I know how far Nobel Prize is given for the true talent. They are not given. Like all other prizes. So we are slaves to prizes, we are slaves to their propagations. But India is something absolutely amazing thing. You search anywhere, you will not find anywhere this statement of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. Never. Ayam nijo paraveti gananam lagu chetasam. They say there are people who talk, it's me, it's they, it's me, it's they. But they are considered, it was observed by Indian people. But they told the lagu chetasam, light chicken-hearted people. They will cause problem. Udara Charitaram. So we are not, there is no stringence, there is no documented regimentation. See the wonderful teaching. Udara Charitaram, if you are really broad-hearted man, for him, it is rewarded for him. Vasudhaiva, and these things were taught in our Gurukula. Be you are a child of a king, be you are a child of a beggar. Same privilege. There was privilege-less society so that they can really acquire compassion instead of acquiring the habit of mine and mineness. My comfort and my things and my demands. Whole family, every nuclear family is suffering from that. All parents know, but parents are the real problem. You know, there are a lot of studies in pediatric psychology, also in neonatal psychology. Now it is proved that the baby in the womb listens to what mother listens. Eats what mother eats, we know. The psychological, suppose the mother is full of phobia and all. The baby is deformed. We know many other things. Instead of getting the cesarean section, if you go for a normal labor, they will acquire so much of immunity more than cesarean section people. We know that. So if you nowadays discoveries, you will see these were all told in our Upanishads. We come across the big story of Madalasa. She had been telling, when the baby was in her womb, she used to tell the big words of Upanishads, "Oh my child, you are that wonderful, glorious person, you know. Thomas Niranjana, you are blemishless. We teach blemishes, we teach wrongs." The mother is teaching, you are out of blemishes. You have no problem. Niranjana, no Anjana is there. And all the children came out of Madalasa were the knower of Brahman. It proves the direct transmission of thought process, the hearing process and everything, which is now proved. If the mother is given to listen to song, there is a healthy baby. We have studies. Next, another thing, this index journal thing, I would request the whole panel of doctors, please be together and make one index journal in India. I know the whole story of index journal, what they do in PMJ and all these things. We sell our pride to them. They are our brothers. Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, I know. But Kutumba is becoming Vasudha. Whole Vasudha is becoming Kutumba, and our own people of our home become Shatru. That is not Kutumba. The charity should begin at home. We should embrace our people first. We doctors can do that. Make a multidisciplinary or monodisciplinary journals and let them stand as index journals so that they should not go there. You know these things. Siphoning of the intellectual property. Many things happen. Another thing is the pediatric psychology. Up to 2.5 to 3 years age, the people who have child in their house, they think the child is a doll. The idiot parents, they think they are doll only, they cannot speak, only stare like that. So whatever they like to do, they quarrel, they fight, they drink, all sorts of things they do, thinking that the baby is not grown up. But it is proved, beyond 1.5 years and all, the blueprinting is done. And what all you do, the baby absorbs like a blotting paper, and that becomes his character. Small example, you need not be a pediatrician for that. Let a small example come up. If 3 triplet babies are stationed, one in France, one in Tamil Nadu, and one in, say, Russia, and they are brought back after 1 year or 2 years, you will see the 3 of them are speaking those languages fluently. They are unconscious learners. They are fluently speaking. But put an adult there, he will take 30 years not to speak, cannot speak so fluently. So when we see that we learn, actually we are somehow more working on some already installed hard drives. And this installation happens within few years after a few years of the birth. So when you think the baby is a stupid doll, he is absorbing every action, every gesture. We call the baby does not listen instruction. The baby copies the people. They copy people. You will see a small baby, if you bring, you can understand what is happening in their family. Will talk exactly like his daddy, like his mother or father. Will scold like that, all the babies. So, Aristotle used to say, give me a bundle of good educated mothers, I will give you a good educated nation. This thing has to be really understood by doctors. They should prescribe the behavioral changes a parent should do. And the best social structure was brought by the Upanishadic rishis by forming Chaturashrama. The purpose was everybody should not only enjoy the world in the fullest, everybody should ultimately get the emancipation, the joy of living the world in the fullest. Nobody should be outside the realm. The structure was made like that. So in Brahmacharya Ashrama, I told you, be the king of child of the king, child of the beggar. They should come, they should study under a wonderful teacher. Not a teacher with so many problems and reservations. He cannot teach. And that is called Guru. He will teach. How he teaches? See, wonderful. I was just telling, the babies cannot understand instruction. Even adolescents cannot do that. They only see and copy. So, our teachers are called Acharyas. Achara, Acharya. Acharana has to be done. You have to leave yourself like that. That is teacher. We call, Buddha is to say, love is not in what you say. Love is what you do. So, he was selected by the society. He can live like that. And because of that living, automatically the babies will learn the wonderful thing, the equality, the sympathy, the compassion, the fellow feeling, the unprivileged society, the equality of distribution of the things, helping each other. And they become stout, strong by routine, addictionless. They become adolescents. Then they are brought to the Garhastha Ashrama, the most difficult ashrama. Most difficult means the more the responsibility, the more the difficulties. He is there with a wonderful body. You see, it comes in the Tekta Upanishad. Ashishto, Pranishta, Valishta. Swami used to call all the youth should become like very good body, wonderful mind of happiness and full of sympathy. They should give their wealth. Samasta Prithvi Vityasya Purnasya Sa Eko Manusha Anandaha. That is the real joy. Not stealing somebody else, comparing with somebody else. This comparison goes away. The disease of comparison, killing everybody. Even the old people. Still he is thinking, I should have a limousine. Why he should have an Audi, I should have a limousine. Dying of it. The disease of comparison. So the society, the country, if you want to build the younger people. And to build the younger people, you must have a guru. Guru in meaning is heavy. He should be completely loaded with wonderful wisdom. He should be selected, let it be selected. And then only we can find wonderful children. And these children will automatically carry on after they become adolescent. When the rewiring of the brain is done on the existing hardware of the natural, his nature and his swabhava, then what happens? Even if you put them in society of internet, society of alluring things, society of drinking, all these things, they will not go away. They are much strong than anybody else. Then only will find a wonderful society. And you know, this Guru says all these things in the beginning. He does not show a peculiar, completely absurd imagination to the people, brain. The first they teach, there is a birth, there is a death. This is a small span in your life. Live happily. Nobody teaches death. Go and catch the color of the life. They die, they weep, and they go to frustration. Next comes after the Gyarastha, when you enjoy by giving, selflessness. There is a real joy they find. Then they intentionally go away. When their kids are big, they say, I bless you guys, children, I will go away. No, Father, you don't go. No, I have to go away. My old age will tell upon your enjoyment. My budhapa will reduce your enjoyment. Why should I be? I have to die. Why should I remain like a black death in your house? So the parents should bless and go away to the forest in a different repository. You see, all the flats are now Bhanaprastha only. All the children are living in the US, that is places, and full of old people. The veritable Bhanaprastha. It will happen. If you don't allow it to happen by your force, it will happen by the force of nature. And next is, when you know you have to die, then last bond, oh, you and me will remain together. The couple says, the old couple, no. Be strong in your own backbone. You came not with your wife, you came alone, live alone. This is the tremendous courage, the design of society. What Guru gives in the beginning. This is called Guru, who never hides truth. Hiding of truth is a tremendous thing which kills everybody. There are a lot of things that we should learn from India. India is a repository of wisdom. You see, you will never hear such type of prayer which is unavailable in any civilization. A good doctor, we find in our Shastras, is praying one thing. Not only that, not only that, it's not praying, let there be. He's telling, Yenaham sarvadehinam antah pravishya satatam bhaveyam dukkha bharabhak. This is the real Udara Charita. These are the grand people what India has produced. This grandness has exhaustively contributed to the world by India only. If I say only, it's not an adhikathana. It is true. What's the meaning? That is there any way by which I can enter all the suffering soul's heart and always I get their sufferings to me and let them enjoy. Swami Kripakarananda used to say that come to me with all your sin and suffering and anguish, throw them to me and go away light. Never think that there was a Vivekananda ever. This is the heart India produces. This is Udara Charita. This is Gurukula. This is our system of ancestry which is full of light, wisdom, sympathy, compassion, all-embracingness of the world. This is a real blessing. Let India always stand up with the real blessings. Thank you.
अभी हम स्वामी कृपाकानंद महाराज जी की चरण में पुष्प वंदना करते हुए डॉक्टर मृत्युंजय जी को आमंत्रित करेंगे स्वामी जी को फेलिसिटेट करने के लिए.